And good evening, everybody. Rob Gearing here, owner and admin of Traffic Leads to Income VM and leader of Team Massive Success. And I'd like to welcome you to our Wednesday night webinar. So we're going to talk about a day in the life of the online marketer, that online marketer being me. So that's going to be a pretty fun topic as I walk you through a typical day and how I structure things and all that good stuff. So we're going to see who pops in tonight. We invited all of our Telegram groups, so that was about 6 posts that I just put out. And this is our new venue. Well, kind of old new venue. We started doing lives on our Facebook page. Then there was a technical issue for whatever reason. We moved to the group, but now we're back because I really don't think people should have to. I don't think people should have to be approved. That can be kind of a way to stop somebody who sees this real fast and wants to come to the webinar. So good evening. We just had an entry come in, so let me know who's here. And I'm going to attempt to share. So that's what we always want to do when we come in to our live Wednesday night webinar, is to share, so we build a bigger audience talking about online marketing, talking about making money from home. It is possible, but you got to have a strategy, right? Right, Simon? Good evening. So let's go ahead and do our share, Simon. Let's see if I have better luck now that we're on the Facebook page. And it works because you're here, Simon, so that's good. That's the first win tonight. The first of many, right? So let's see if I can share my stuff. There, I see myself live. There we go. Okay, I can. So I'm going to share. Okay, I had an echo going on there because there definitely is a lag. So I think I shared that to my wall. I'm going to see if that comes up. I see Simon share right there. And who else is with us? Who else is with us? Let me know. Let's see if my share worked. I don't know if my share worked. I may have shared it back to the. I may have shared it back to this this page. So I have to work on that because I don't see it. But anyway, thank you, Simon, for the share. Who else is with us? We have 2 now. I'm going to close my phone up so I don't get distracted. Now we're back to 1. All right. So who is with us? Who is with us? Only 1, just Simon. Okay, so we'll get started at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. And like I had said, our topic is a day in the life of the marketer. So that's going to be an interesting topic. I got the idea from a coaching appointment, online marketing coaching appointment that somebody made with me, and that was what they wanted to talk about. So I figured, well, why don't we extend that into the Wednesday night chat? So looking forward to going over those details, starting about 6:30 a.m. 6:30. Sometimes earlier is when my day starts, and generally I'm wrapped up by 8:39. I don't usually market too late into the night, like when I was a younger guy. All right. So we will wait for our friends, and hopefully they will be coming. If not, we'll have a kind of a small intimate group, just me and Simon, but I'm sure more will come. If you build it, they will come. This is what I was told. So let's see what happens. And I put if you look over my shoulder there's the Traffic Leads to Income VM sign there, very small by the door. So I brought that up to my new office area here. And then the Penguins jersey's kind of blocked. That's the old Phil Kessel jersey. He was traded, and the Penguins were eliminated from the Stanley Cup playoffs. What else do we have in this room? I have to turn the camera. My daughter has some Bad Bunny posters. That's her big idol. So, good stuff. Alrighty. Let's see what time we got. It is 7:58. Where is everybody, Simon? Anybody? Did my post go through in the Telegram groups? Hope they didn't go to the group versus the page. I went out of my way to make sure that we gave the new link. Everywhere that I could think of, I made the change. So I don't see anything in Telegram. Okay. And let's move over to Facebook. I think somebody sent me a message. Yeah, okay, somebody just came in. Who's with us? Who's with us? Oh, there's my share. It worked. It worked. Okay. My share did work. Okay, cool. So who's with us now? Somebody popped in. Somebody popped in. So who's with us? It's me, Simon, and somebody else. Who's here? Who is here? As we have about a minute to go. But we need a few more people. We got, Mike Lipsey's here. Okay, that's my two reliables. Michael Lipsey and Simon Loy. And there's a third. Who's our third participant here tonight? Who's our third? Please state your name. And we welcome you. Michael Dell. He's another reliable fella. Okay. Yeah. You got all my shares. Okay. Yeah, I shared the crap out of it too, right? I just have to check one thing. Because it looks like somebody went to the Facebook page and sent me a message. So I'm just curious. See if we can get some feedback here. I keep an eye on any more people coming in. Yeah, right here. Cassell. Cassell sent a message. Let's see what Cassell has to say here. But maybe you guys can help me and say, hey, we got a live meeting here. So rally the troops, right? Oh, somebody couldn't find Luke. I can't find Luke. Okay, I can give him a link later. All right, so we'll go ahead and get started. More will come. I'm pretty confident. Michael Dell, make sure you share. So good evening. This is Rob Gearing here, admin and owner of Traffic Leads to Income VM, leader of Team Massive Success. And, this is our Fun Wednesday meeting. As you may know, I've been marketing quite a long time, and I'm here to help and support people in their online businesses. And I'm an online marketing coach, so I provide that as a way to help people. I offer services, if you will, for people's online success. So since you're on the Facebook page, make sure you like it, right? That would be number one, because you're on the Facebook page right now. So liking it is cool. I think we have 1,800 likes in the history of this page. But the big thing here is read the intro. That links to our Massive Marketing Success System, MMS, which leads you into the 7 steps of success at Traffic Leads to Income VM, which could lead you into our Massive Success Funnel, MSF 500, which makes $600 commissions possible. $600, right? I don't know how many times I can say that. $600. That's a lot of commissions, right? There are people that have been online for a decade that haven't earned $600 in commissions, and it can be earned in a second with the right approach and with the right marketing techniques that we teach. So, but while you're on the page, book an appointment. I still have tomorrow and Friday and Saturday openings. I know I have one appointment tomorrow, but Friday and Saturday are pretty open. So if you haven't met with me, I know Simon has, Michael Lipsey, Michael Dell, you haven't met with me this week. And I'm not a bad guy, I swear. I have something for everyone. We don't have the same flavor, if you will. We like to listen to what you got going on and see what we can do to supplement your success. So booking an appointment is free, and you may get some nice bonuses by doing that as well, like credits or a free downline member or something like that. So definitely take advantage of our services that we offer. And have fun on the page, because there's a lot of stuff. The pages are really cool, and I can now boost. So I may start doing some Facebook boosting to see if we can maybe bring in some online marketers from who knows where to find out about MSF 500 and Traffic Leads to Income VM. So speaking of Wednesdays, this is when we put Luke out there in Traffic Leads to Income VM world. So I didn't see how many people actually have found Luke today, Luke the List Builder, courtesy of ClickTrack Profit. But it's kind of fun. I went in and I looked at the the Finding Luke CTP Talk posts, and I check that now every Wednesday. So I reply. I make sure I give a nice upvote, and I reply if Traffic Leads to Income VM is indeed mentioned. So I saw a couple of those, not a ton. So I don't know if the challenge is starting to wear off a little bit, but you can always count on Traffic Leads to Income VM being part of the the Wednesday fun for the scavenger hunt at ClickTrack Profit, which is in your Traffic Leads to Income VM downline builder. So we kind of changed where he was put, if you will, and it all kind of comes together with the theme of the webinar. So the idea was people would find Luke and see the webinar information and come and join us live. So didn't really work out all that great. This is one of our lower attendance today, but a lot of people will watch the recording, so that's fine. We offer the lives for those that are available, but it's like cutting a video. So, not a problem. I don't need to have 100 people. It'd be nice. But if there's 3, that's good. If there's 10, that's good. It's all good at the end of the day. So Wednesdays are a lot of fun. Probably going to continue that. And if for whatever reason you could not find Luke because maybe you looked at you logged into Traffic Leads to Income VM first, saw the login spotlight, didn't think much of it, then went and saw, did you find Luke, and saw, oh my goodness, I needed that. So I can take care of you. Just private message me if you need that information on the link for Luke. Just don't advertise it, broadcast it, publicize it, or anything like that. So now maybe you know that for me a little bit. But hopefully we'll get some people that want to come to the webinars on Wednesday, because we do giveaways and prizes, but we also have a lot of fun, right? And it's a mastery task. So if you're a member of ClickTrack Profit, you want to go to the mastery area, Traffic Leads to Income VM, go through that setup, right? Go through the mastery setup for Traffic Leads to Income VM at ClickTrack Profit. And one of the tasks, believe it or not, is attending a webinar. And I'll even give you credit if you watch a recording and you put a comment in there or do a watch party or something like that, because we always put our recording out there as well. So there's plenty of opportunities to either catch a webinar live or record it. And last week, we had a huge response on the recording blog. So I'm looking forward to that again. I think Russell may be featuring us again, hopefully, Russell Stokely. And that really got people's attention. So that's all good. Maybe people are thinking they'll catch the recording on this one. So, which is fine. So that's a little bit about that. What else did I want to say before I get going? I wanted to talk about the Traffic Co-op, which is now locked and loaded. It will start the Tuesday after Labor Day. I have the purchase link. We are running 1,500 paid clicks to about 15 URLs, so about 100 guaranteed paid clicks, which on a good lead capture page can garner you 30% or more opt-in rate. So a great way to get 30 leads to your list, right? We talk about list building. I don't know how long it would take you through the viral mailers or traffic exchanges to get 30 opt-ins. So I think that's maybe something to take a look at and consider, is getting into our next co-op. So you can buy in now and get prepared, and then you will be involved when we start the next one. We have one coming up, and then obviously the one after will be around September 25th. We start kind of getting things prepared. So certainly all things are good, whether you promote ClickTrack Profit, Traffic Leads to Income VM, Contact List Builder Learning. We have participants from all of those, right? Mike Dell is here. He does a couple of things about Mike Dell. He completed the mastery for Traffic Leads to Income VM at ClickTrack Profit, and he's the first person ever to promote the Start Earning Today funnel with paid traffic. So I don't know if you saw my message, Mike. I know you've been sick, Mike Dell. I know you've been sick, so I hope you're feeling better, getting back into the saddle, my friend. But John Olson desperately wanted to get with you to find out about that because he wanted to send a big email about that, about how people, another way for people to promote SET, right? That's really cool. So if you haven't gotten with John about that, I think he wanted to hear some things about that and some of your results and how you set that up. And it's something that's pretty cool that could help others as a way to bring people into ClickTrack Profit. You can do that through the SET Start Earning Today funnel. So ClickTrack Profit, one of our partners, Contact List Builder Learning, one of our great partners. So we have a lot of great partners out there, but our thrust and our focus tonight is Traffic Leads to Income VM, Massive Marketing Success. If you have never joined Traffic Leads to Income VM, get back to your sponsor or go to trafficleadstoincome.com. If you want to get into our exclusive Massive Success group and funnel, trafficleadstoincome.com/blog/MMS is the instructions, or robgearing.com/MMS. So my good friend Gary Dunn made a coaching appointment with me this week, and what he asked me was, how do you structure your day? What does a day in the life for Rob look like? Because Gary, like many, are trying to get a structure together for their business, and we're all working from home. We all have distractions. Not that distractions are bad. Your family's not bad, but they can be a distraction. How do you work all of this? Is really the question. How do you work from home, an online business where it's commission only, so everything you're doing, is leading to, you're not getting paid by the hour, you're getting paid by making sales. So there is a time sometimes when the money's not always rolling in. How do you let people in your life feel that faith, that faith is the assurance of things hoped for? How do you give them that thought process and feeling like this time invested now is going to help in the future? So, but getting back to my routine, or actually, let me backtrack. Let me finish that thought before I get into my routine. So, my recommendation for you, if this is a question that you have, is pull your family together into a family meeting, okay, and say, this is what my goals. So you need a business plan. This is what my focus is. This is what my goals are. This is what I'm trying to do. This is what I'm trying to do for the family, right? Because it's all about extra income at the end of the day. I would like to devote X amount of time. I would like these to be my office hours. And I'd like to get a buy-in. What do you think, guys? And I think you'll find that if you set up a schedule like that, you will now at least begin a structure of having, office time that's respected, and plenty of time to do, like I've said in previous videos, fun stuff with the family. That's the whole idea. But you have to get some work done at the same time. And how many hours can you put in a week realistically and get a buy-in if that's okay from the family is the challenge, right? You may or may not have this issue. So once you have the buy-in, I think things are going to be better for you. But you need to have an income plan. And one of the things that we offer here at Traffic Leads to Income VM is the ability through the Massive Success Funnel to earn $600 commissions. Now, obviously I've made $600 commissions in my career online. Being a 20-year veteran, I've made 4-figure commissions on one sale. And boy, that'll get the attention of the family, because that's money that you can quantify. You can go and buy a lot of groceries. You can buy, you could pay your rent. You could pay a good chunk of your mortgage. These are real issues. My wife's a teacher. She has summer savings, but summers are always a little bit tight. And I've had some of my biggest months during the summer where, honestly, I don't know if I would have been able to pay this bill without making that sale. So as I said in a previous webinar, treat this business like the money, this is how you're going to eat, right? This is how you're going to eat, right? Because many of us have careers, have jobs. I've had that in the past. I get that. So you get soft, you get complacent. I never did. I really tried to say, My goal is to get out of that. So I'm going to take every waking second. I'm going to take every waking moment. I'm going to do everything I can to create my own business. But that's a lot of sacrifice, right? That's getting up early, staying up late, getting that family commitment, making some sacrifices that could pay off to really financial independence. So that's really important stuff. But you've got to have in your plan something that's an income driver. So that big sale, I created what I created. I created MSF 500, which is now MSF 600 theoretically, because you can earn up to $600 commissions. I created this plan so people could have a legitimate business plan and earnings. Okay, because if you go to the family and say, well, I'm clicking on links and I'm making about 27 cents a day, why is that worth you not spending time with them? I guess, right? It's the equivalent of watching television or playing video games, honestly. And a lot of people play at marketing, right? They like to be involved in groups. They like to say hi. They like to be in chats. They like to talk. You know, I notice sometimes conversation erupts when it's a non-business topic, which is good. I believe in, when it comes to engagement, we need a balance of business, non-business, or else we become really one-dimensional. But we should get excited not just about the weather, but about, you know, how many leads we got today. How do we get leads? What some of the follow-ups that we did, or maybe to, be really on pins and needles about what so-and-so did follow-up wise to make a connection with somebody. Because as we said last week, it's all about engagement. It's all about engagement from the top of your funnel through the bottom of your funnel. And, that's what I'm doing tonight. I'm engaging with my audience. This will go out to social media. This will go out to my blog. This will go out to my email list. It's all we can do. So when your plan needs to have some teeth, let's just say, right? Your plan needs to have some teeth. And that's just one of the problems that people have. They have not made that serious gear shift into a little bit of scary territory, right? So, but we're here to help you with that whenever you're ready, right? You may not be ready this month. You may not be ready next month, but someday you'll come to that conclusion that you really want to make a serious run at this. That's what I did when I really needed to get over the top, right? I was like here, and I wanted to get up over the mountain, right? So I patterned exactly what somebody who was successful did, and lo and behold, I became successful because I said, what do you do? From the autoresponder to the traffic that you use to what your landing page looks like. And if they said make a video, then I went and made a video. If they said make a phone call, I made the phone call. If they said they did, because that's how success is made. I don't care, that I'm a little nervous to make that call, or that's a little, as long as it's legal, honest, and ethical, I'm going to do it. Because I've got a burning desire that's bigger than any fears that I have, or any worries that I have, or any, I'm going to stutter or flub up, right? I have the burning desire to come to my family after a session where I've had 3 appointments, because my goal now is how many appointments can I make in a week, right? So if you haven't made an appointment, help me make my goal, right? I haven't set, honestly, goals yet, but I think I will for next week. I think I'd like to have 10 appointments per week. I know that will definitely, and here's how I'm going to structure this. In my traffic co-op that starts Tuesday, my MSF 500 in your pocket lead capture page will go to a thank you page that has my appointment calendar on it. So this is going to be the litmus test. This is going to be the rubber meets the road in the professional coaching space. And if you've ever really wanted to be an online marketing coach, now's the time. I have a complete way for you to do it, a structure, a system, whatever you want to call it. So anyway, put some teeth into your marketing plan, A. Now, B, here's what I do. Okay, I get up in the morning and I check my phone, social media. And I use some of the things that I learned from Janet Legier in Get Stuck on Happy. I wake up, put my feet on the ground and say, this is going to be a great day. I don't lay in the bed and toss and turn and say, I dread doing this today. And no, this is going to be a great day. And make those goals and make those commitments and go for it, right? So that's the way I look at the day. Get up, put your feet on the ground. This is going to be great. Positive, positive, positive. Believe in yourself, make it happen. Then I look at social media. Now, for me, things that I'm looking at on Facebook are people that have engaged with me. I need to engage back. I need to reply. I may have somebody made an appointment that I need to approve. I can show you how to easily set up a Facebook page with an appointment calendar. That's part of, this whole, it's really a cool way to market where we always talk about, instead of us chasing people, people chasing us. That's one of the secrets, is integrate engagement in your funnel via an appointment calendar. And it doesn't have to be a Facebook page appointment calendar. There's other resources out there. But that's one of the tips that I gave last week. So I check Facebook. I look at how my posts engaged. I follow up on that stuff. I'm looking for Facebook messages, perhaps. Like I said, people making appointments. And I'll take a look at my feed and curate, meaning liking and commenting on things that meet my standards of what I like to see. Some of it's business, some of it's personal, some of it's funny, some of it I steal, quite honestly, and lift it, right? Because that's all kosher when it comes to this stuff, unless it's a copyrighted image. And I kind of kick things off with social media, with Facebook. And then I do some non-business stuff, of course. I make my cup of coffee, whatnot. Then I go over to my iPad. That's where I check my email. So I do email once a day, honestly. So if you're sending me an email, I'm going to get it once a day, usually in the morning. I get so much email because I've actually consciously, instead of separating my mailer mail from personal, I just say, the hell with it. Let me just take it all in. And if I know I'm getting something important, I can easily find it in my Gmail. I maybe have to start doing some folders and whatnot. So I do recommend, if you're using the viral mailer, set up a special email address that's only for viral mailers. Just it's dedicated to that. Don't be like me. But I go down through all my email, and there's always a marketing opportunity. We call it reverse marketing. Hey, thanks for sending me that. I think through Traffic Leads to Income VM and the Massive Success Funnel and System, I can help you with that business, right? Oh, no. I don't join businesses, right? I help people. I'm an online marketing coach. I'm the picks and the shovels, right? How cool is it to be the picks and the shovels, right? Versus always having to join something. Because all I got to do is put my hands up and say, I'm a coach. No, silly, I don't join things. I help you become successful. Book an appointment, let's talk. So we can take this to the moon. It just doesn't stop because there's so many people that are struggling, right? It's still 95% fail, 5% succeed. So we have a market, us picks and shovels, of 95% of people we can show the light to and how to do this stuff properly. So email takes some time. Then it's time to do the traffic, right? You should have traffic going to your sticky Traffic Leads to Income VM or similar lead capture page. And I use my top mailers that I list in my downline builder, Traffic Leads to Income VM, like SOTAM, for example. List Nerds and SOTAM are tied for first place in my personal rankings. And List Nerds, I don't have to lift a finger because if you take their top upgrade, you get the maximum automatic mailing 7 days a week. You don't have to worry about it. So I recommend that as well today. So I do my manual ones. I know that I have the automatic. I have my manual ones like SOTAM, Mr. Traffic, Lead Magnet. I do Traffic Leads to Income VM. Manually as well, because I send usually getting people into our Telegram group is what I'm promoting. So that's a separate mail that I have to send. Then I go to Referral Frenzy, which honestly, if you're into viral mailers and you're not in Referral Frenzy, I highly recommend that you get involved in it because it is another automated system. So I can mail to 20 mailers, including Traffic Leads to Income VM if I wanted to, with a couple of clicks. I have a template, I check the boxes, I hit send, and then I go to my phone because my leads come through Conversion Pros, into the Conversion Pros app, and I go, wow, I already got a lead. And then it becomes the follow-up. So maybe I take a little break at this point. I don't know what time it is. Maybe it's 10:30, 11 in the morning. Time to do lead follow-up of the current real-time stuff that just came in. We run a traffic co-op at least half the month, sometimes more. So every day I've got people to follow up with, right? That's our prospects. And we do complete training on how to do this, right? Setting appointments, having our game plan. What are we selling? What is our product? We're not really selling, we're helping. These tools and resources will help others. So we get out on the trail because I want to eat. In my mind, I got to make a sale because I want to eat. I want the family to eat, right? That's how we get paid. It's like a car salesman. Think of it like that. Forget all your other income. You'll be much more successful if you take this mindset of, I need to eat today. So I'm going to do it. What do I need to do to make a sale? Well, I can wait till somebody clicks on a link in an email and pays for something. After a relationship has developed via email after 25 days, well, I don't have 25 days. I have now. I have the now. They're there and I'm here, and let's get it going and let's talk. We can play tiddlywinks or we can get serious with the business. I believe in being serious. I have nothing to be ashamed of. I have nothing to be fearing. I love what I do. I believe in all my products and services, and I want to share that with people, and I want to make things happen for people, and I'm going to be excited, and you're going to get excited, and that's where magic happens, right? That's where the positive magic happens. So as the owner of Traffic Leads to Income VM, I follow up with your leads. Wow, you didn't realize that. So all new members get a welcome text from me who become active, right? So we've made you money. You may not even realize it. Basically getting people to upgrade because the owner welcomed them. Why didn't their sponsor reach out? Well, the sponsor doesn't believe in personal follow-up, right? That's being pushy. And I'll say to people, am I being pushy? Oh, absolutely not. That was the most polite little text I ever got. I couldn't wait to talk to you. This is great. You're not hard selling. I joined a program, if I'm not mistaken, right? You didn't solicit me from the phone book. So we live in our fears so much of the time. We live in our fears. And then we complain that we don't succeed. But we just live in our fears. And we say all the things that we can't do versus the things that we can do. And there is no trying. It's doing. It's just doing. It's doing it. I'm not good at, well, then you should go and do that. And you'll be better. And then the next time you'll be better and better and better. So a lot of follow-up. So then I start to get bored because I need to always have interaction. As you guys may see in the telegrams, I'm always looking to generate conversation. I believe in engagement. I live it. I try to role model it and get others to do the same, to be beacons of light and positive content sharing, right? So I say, well, let me pull up in my admin area everybody who logged in today, and then that becomes crazy, right? I have incomplete days of work to do because I don't know how many people in a day log into Traffic Leads to Income VM, but it tells me who's active, and I can reach out the same thing. Hey, thanks for being a loyal member. Can I give you some credits today? Can I do something for you? Can I help you out with something? Right? Can I point you in a direction? It's amazing. And one of the cool things is, since I've really been focusing on engagement, I'm waking up some giants within our program who you may be seeing soon, who are like, they're making some money because now they're pointing people to do things and they're seeing the commissions. And then I'm like, well, have you looked at it? Have you looked at it? And I had a guy text me. He's a really good guy. I really love what he's doing. And he says, I haven't had a chance to look at that MMS. I said, here's the link, Massive Marketing Success. This is what your people are looking at. I want you to be a part of it. I want you to be a leader in the structure that we have here. Because we need leaders. We need people that are excited, enthused, and engaged. Because we have something that's so special and so awesome. And it may be being missed by people. We may be still under the radar screen a little bit, but I'm really excited about just various people that I'm engaging with. So they could be your downline again, right? It's really cool. I feel like this is just a wonderful occupation, a wonderful job to be able to have a complete constant stream of engagement and leads, right? So not just new members coming in, and with our traffic co-ops, we're bringing more and more new members in, but being able to get back with existing. I see existing members as prospects just as I do new people. Their prospect is they can be very successful. We can help them, right? And who was the recent one that came in? I'd have to look at. I'd have to go look at Telegram. But this fella is member 1,000 and some, and sponsors a guy named Alan, who is member number 600 out of 40 some thousand. So this guy admitted, he says, I just haven't been around for years, but I logged in and I went, holy crap. And immediately you just feel if you guys saw that in Telegram, and we had Richard yesterday come in, like, he was one of our MSF leaders, said, go check out the Telegram group. I believe we had multiple upgrades today. I believe that was one of them. So if we just do this daily, right, it's so big. So that's a lot of my day. And then I'm checking, content. So I may not be the greatest content creator in the world, but what I do is, and you can do this too, create your event. What is your big moment of the week, right? And mine is Wednesday nights at 8 p.m. Eastern time. So starting tomorrow, you're going to see content. You're going to see stuff hit Twitter, Instagram, all my own personal blog, Hive, CTP Talk, everywhere I can get this information out to. Then ultimately to my list. It'll go to YouTube. If you do this consistently, right? So this is an activity of, Thursday and Friday into the weekend. I'm still working on this stuff. Along with doing all the other things that I said that I do. I do it every day. I never take a day off. I work 7 days a week on this business in my own time. I don't know how many hours that is, but I have a nice life and a nice family, and nobody's mad, and money comes in. And again, this summer, covering the holes, right? Sometimes the business I like to keep my business income separated to a degree, but in the summer, it's sort of is like the filler for a pothole. It eases some things and takes care of some things, and I don't even have to say it. I don't know if the family understands it or it's just a given at this point. But the train keeps going down the tracks, right? Thanks to Traffic Leads to Income VM and everything that we do in the family here. But the great thing here is that everything that I do is to help you. You just may not realize it, right? I came home to Traffic Leads to Income VM. I'm not promoting really anything else other than my partners that are in the Downline Builder. So I'm working for you. So again, if I'm the referral, I'm the referrer. So I can get 100% commissions in my own company. But I want to help you. I want to take your prospects. I want to give you people to work with. And I want to help the process. And basically, this is where our slogan, we help close your sales. I've now really taken the reins of this and the ownership of making this happen, while I still teach and train the people that come to me on a weekly basis. The Michael Lipsys and the Simon Loys and the Gary Dunns, etc. And everybody's welcome. I'll take on as many appointments as my calendar will allow. I'll help as many. It's not a club. It's not exclusive. Just some people show up. And I show up every day. And, I think people obviously have their things that they choose in their activities. But, we hope that we can be a part of your day. We can be a part of your routine. And that's really my daily deal. It's not super complicated. It doesn't take all that much time, but I can spend as much time. I may not on a given day have enough time to get with everybody who's logged in, right? I try to follow the groups. I try to follow the chats. It's kind of like, again, it's how we brand ourselves. We show people that we're around, and we remind people of what we do, and we try to keep our business on the top of people's minds. So when somebody's looking for paid traffic or somebody's looking for list building or leads, they may come over and take a look. So that's all we can do. So hopefully you found that helpful, a day in the life of Rob. I appreciate that, Michael Lipsy. I'm here for guys like you. I'm really here for everybody, right? But some people come to the table, some people don't. And that's okay. I've come to the conclusion that that's fine, right? It doesn't really, I'm going to show up every day. That's my commitment to myself. that I'm going to be here on Wednesday nights. I'm going to be putting out my appointment calendar Sunday morning. And, you'll always have that fresh, opportunity to make an appointment. But that routine is important to me because it's what holds me accountable. I have nothing else to hold me accountable, right? I have nothing else other than the schedule. So when you quit doing things, then you're letting yourself down. So that's where this is important to have this routine. So hopefully you found mine helpful. I appreciate the kind words. I appreciate that, Mike Dell, that you got that over to John. He must be busy tonight. He comes to a lot of the meetings, and I do appreciate the support from ClickTrack Profit and from CLB Learning and everything like that. So any final thoughts from you guys, Simon, Michael, and Mike? I don't know if we had, I don't see anybody else that checked in tonight. Oh, a fourth one came in. Who's our fourth person? Give yourself credit for coming to the meeting. Who's here? Who's here? Don't be shy. It's not a problem. We just wrapped up, but I'd like to know who just joined us. If you would be so kind. But if you don't want to, that's fine. You good, Michael? Okay. Michael's good. So, you guys all came. You guys all deserve a prize of some kind. So, what should we do? All of you are upgraded, so I don't think we have any upgrade issues there. I'll give each of you an upgrade to give away. I'll give each of you a 3-month graduate upgrade. This is just me talking to you. Just me talking to you. I'm not going to write it down. So mark it down. Put out a promotion. Tell me what that promotion is. It's like, show me the proof. And go out there and give away a nice prize. Use it to leverage yourself. Okay? All right. Good stuff. So, and get with me, Michael L. and Simon, about how you did with your downline that you were given as part of the MSF 500 one-time payment package. You get 5 in your downline a month. And I thought you guys got some good quality this month for September. So let me know how that went. Maybe in our next coaching appointment, right? And, hit me up on the calendar. For those watching the recording, make an appointment. Let's talk. It'd be nice just to get to know you. All the great folks that I know that keep an eye on us, right? Right? All right. So good stuff. Have a great rest of your marketing week. And I will see you in the community. To your massive success. Thank you very much.